Hey guys, it's Brennan the Paleo Dude, and welcome back to another video. Today we'll be taking a look at the new Jurassic World Epic Attack Dilophosaurus and Velociraptor figures, and these are actually pretty neat. At first I did not like them. I wasn't a big fan of the imagery that they had. Like this render I saw, the face was all wide and weird, and the light up feature just seemed so cheap. It's something that like Hasbro did back when they had the license to Jurassic World, and it just wasn't good. But when I saw these in person and tried it out, these action features were fantastic. Now, you can't tell from the lighting, because right now I'm outside and there's just direct sunlight on it, but when you do this not outside, video doesn't do it justice, but I'm sure most, if not all of you watching this have seen videos or seen them in person where they have it in a darker room or not direct sunlight. The light feature is perfect. It's just bright enough to light up these thinner section of plastic here, but not the whole area. Like this whole piece on the side doesn't light up. It's just these slash marks on the side that light up. And I think that's really neat how they executed that. That was fantastic. I was not expecting that, but yeah, no, it's a fantastic design. Like they really made the most out of the lights and sound effect, and they didn't cheap out on it. It doesn't feel like it was like rushed or poorly designed. It definitely plays the part and looks great, just like in this image here. That's what it looks like under like normal lighting conditions. But yeah, no, it's great. I mean, the figure itself is not the best. The body's super wide, and of course the face has that like also wide look to it, kind of like the Hammond collection para. And the coloration, I mean, well, it's lacking. It's definitely lacking. The frill is nice, but the male Velociraptor here is the best figure ever. Like, holy cow. I mean, they didn't paint the quills on the head or the claws, and this little line doesn't go all the way down the tail or anything, but I am just glad that they're finally introducing the JP3 male raptor into the toy line, like not just Hammond collection, but actually in the main line. And it's like, it's not bad. It's not that bad. Like, it's lacking, but it's good enough. It's good enough that I'm happy with it. It's what Mattel can put out, because like there's no color on the chin, the neck. Yeah, there's no coloration on the back of the chin, the gullet here, the neck. It's just on the bottom here, and it doesn't continue on the tail. No paint on the tail, nothing on the legs or arms. No quill paint, unfortunately, but they got enough to make it look right. They got that little red on the face, the eye, and these little markings on the upper lips. So that's great. I'm completely happy with the fact that they at least nailed the look enough that when you look at it, you know it's the male JP3 Raptor. So that's fantastic. And the head mold itself is also really great. This is fantastic. I think I just said fantastic twice, but it is truly fantastic that they nailed the head mold too. I would have loved to see this on the Hammond collection one, not that wide, derpy looking raptor head, but you can see at all angles it looks like the male raptor with the crests and just the details on it. It's fantastic. They painted the teeth, the tongue, not the upper jaw, but we don't see in there, and the gums too. So this is great. This is a fun figure, but one of the weird things about this line is they... Ooh, I didn't bring the scissors out. They are too big. They're really massive, actually. So we'll show that with the Dilophosaurus. Now, I don't have scissors with me, so I'm just going to brute force this guy, and it worked. Wow. So the Dilophosaurus figure itself, oh, it's kind of heavy. Let's see, let's compare it. So here is the Owen figure. So it's pretty big. It's yeah, if we say compare it to the new Dilophosaurus figure from the 93 line, it dwarfs it. It's massive, huge. Now let's say the Dennis Nedry vehicle escape, still massive. So how about a larger one like the Dino Rebels one? They're similar length, but hip height is still huge. It's towering over this guy. Now let's do the Hammond collection one with the legs kind of higher up. Head's really big in comparison. You can see huge head and huge body and thick tail. So this is a big, beefy figure. This is way bigger than what we've got in the past. The color scheme is very similar to the Dennis Nedry one, where they do that lazy brown on the back for some reason. But the coloration is less. It's more of like a darker puke green. What's it more like? Not. I mean, the frill's like the first ever Hammond collection one, which is really nice. They got that red, bloody markings with the yellow background, but I think it's more attuned to the Dominion one. Maybe it's like, I think it's like a new shade of green, something we've never seen before. So that's pretty interesting. But the arms have somewhat articulation, somewhat it's back and forth. They can't really go out because of the frill. Same with this one. You'd expect for the high price that they're charging at Walmart that there'd be some at least arm articulation, but it's basic articulation, which is fine because, like, I guess the main selling feature is the Dino Damage light up feature, and the electronics. But again, like the previous Dino Damage figures would have articulating arms, just like the action feature ones of the same size. But so I guess this lineup's a bit cheaper with the movements. You can't even move the legs outwards like most Mattel figures have or had. But the Raptor itself also is way larger than the normal Jurassic World Mattel Raptors. It's huge, but this actually looks more like to be in scale with Kenner, which is actually pretty nice because the Kenner JP3 Raptors were kind of not colored this accurately, but you can see it fits perfectly with the Kenner Alan Grant, and if you size it up with, say, the female Raptor from the JP3 lineup, they look nice together. It definitely fits. They're the same length. I know the proportions, like, it's a little, it's not uniform, like this guy's, or I guess this girl's in a weird kind of position or pose where it makes it awkward, but they do actually, their hips are the same height, their tails are the same length, heads are the same size, which is really cool. And it also fits well with the Kenner Jurassic Park Velociraptor 2. They're almost the same height. Same hip height, almost. I think this guy's just a tad bit taller, but yeah, they're really nice together too. Same articulation style, and the Dilophosaurus again is also similar size to the Kenner one. Same head size, same head height, kind of similar positioning. So even though these guys aren't really in scale with the main lineup, especially the Velociraptor, they're still great if you want to do photography with Kenner figures, and they're definitely in scale with those guys, so I think that's great. I think it's fantastic. It gives more range of compatibility. I'm not like mad, though I would like to see this guy in the same scale as the main line, not just a jumbo size figure like this, because it would be nice to fit in with the rest, but we already have a Hammond collection one, so it's not really that big of a deal if we don't get a mainline version that isn't supersized. But yeah, no, it's an interesting figure. I wasn't expecting the size change, but these guys were a pricey addition to the collection nonetheless, but definitely well worth it. That male Raptor is just phenomenal, despite lack of detail in paint and posability. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe. I post every day, and if you want to see more videos like this, check out my channel. I've got a lot more posted there. So yeah, I'll see you guys all in the next video then. Bye-bye.